Okay, I don't really have an intro, but I'm gonna try this. Because, like, there's a lot going on here. Again. But, if it's actually live here, it's weird. Look, see, this is selected, it's just automatic. Well, at least now you see how, now you see how I can view people when they're in the back rooms. Sorry about that, Ghostie.
No, it's okay. Also, one tip for V-Ride. There should be an option to detect microphone somewhere.
Detect microphone?
Oh, hold on. Let me open up. Yeah, you can see your face. Notice how your mouth is not moving dynamically?
It's very small, definitely.
Yeah,
I
mostly
said the wrong
because
mic settings for the
it's
VTuber, okay.
yeah, click detect microphone and it should open your lip flaps a little more when you speak.
Yeah, hold on. I need to find that first. So bear with me.
Hold on, I'm launching my version right now so I can probably help you a little bit.
Yes, in case people are wondering, this is the program that Ghosty has recommended, the one I was talking about Walking Wednesday today, that I got very excited about, and most excited about since I discovered Gacha. But as is clear, just like with Gacha back in the day, there's a few shortcomings that I have at this current. And by that I mean basically. That being said, I can actually move like I'm not in treacle, and I can sway. It's inverted, but I guess I got to change that too. But whatever. I can do a little shoulder shimmy if I really try. Whatever. Basically, I can actually look like I'm here, but my hands are stuck. I sacrifice hand movement, which I'm maybe okay. As for the whole microphone thing, that is something that didn't occur to me before.
Mm. Face capture has all the microphone options. Face calibration.
I was going to say, I don't see detect microphone in here at least.
That's funny.
Scenes. Well, going on is if I can even press. And I see you notice the gremlin pose.
Yeah.
Josh is also slipping tea right now. That's the only thumbnail pose you've given me, so that's kind of what I'm using. So I'm stuck using that.
Yeah. I need to give you more, but I've kind of been busy recently, making it more small animations. I find myself discontent how the gotcha tail is always still and stiff, so I went ahead and made an entire animation.
Yeah.
Speaking of, friend of mine, voice actor of also, was like, "Oh yeah, slow your roll, at least for like 24 hours."
That would be nice. Yes, I mean, if even I took a day off after the anniversary came out.
Yeah, but that's the thing. The pilot isn't even out. It's still in production. I still feel like I need to work on it. I have 1.5
I get that
scenes
energy as
done.
well. Okay. Forgot how many there were in the first episode. There were definitely more.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a workaholic if you haven't noticed. So the voice actor of Olsef was
We've
like,
all noticed.
sit down, let's watch some funny videos."
Yeah, that's true. We're overdue for a good old Code Lyoko session.
Yeah, speaking of which, I've
Actually, I
invited the voice
feel like I'm
actor
in that
of
now. Honestly, I've turned into. Aelita was like the first of her in season one. Think about it.
You're right.
With a 2003 model.
Like, I'd like to show off the
Okay,
tail
I cannot
animation,
find
but
this detect
honestly,
microphone
like,
thing.
it's... Yeah, that's the thing, I can't find it either, so it was probably updated recently. I will figure it out after the
Can
music and the things.
show off the thing. Although, by the way, I've noticed
Probably.
one particular quirk with this before we carry on that I haven't told you about
Yeah?
yet. So, because it doesn't, because I can't figure out hand tracking right now. Basically, whenever I like scratch my eye or something like that, it just thinks that I'm like closing it. So, if I like hand top wants to close hand, it knows the thing is wrong, and it forever
Yeah, that's the
do that with
thing.
both of them.
Yeah, that's the thing with the VF, isn't it? It's a little strange in some departments, but I gotta say it works pretty well. At least for me, it does.
Yeah, and for the most part, for me as well. I mean, okay, fine, off on my end. I can also like adapt the AIU coefficients. That's another thing that's on here that I haven't really played around with yet, so maybe that's something to do with it.
Also, you should probably try resetting your camera. It should be down at it
I
should
can
be down at the bottom by default.
I've got reset calibration here, so got just so
All right,
yeah, I don't know.
we got motion. That should be it,
I've
adjusting to
motion
your
before.
face a little better. Yeah, but when you do that, it adjusts to your face a little more.
Okay, maybe it moved out of place because I've posed actually started doing the book
Honestly,
review with because
you
I'm
have
well, I
been
mean,
sitting
not that you can
for
tell right now, but I'm in my nan's house, so
mood.
it's not even just that. It's just I've been sitting there with like no like lumbar support because I was like leaning over towards a table because again the setup over here not as good. Oh wait, I forgot. I actually started like using the armchair and like facing off and showing off the table. I wasn't actually in this position before. You know what? I'm gonna recalibrate again because that was actually a good idea that I came up with and I haven't done in a month, so I forgot about it. What on earth is my character doing now? It's like, oh no, I wandered off frame. Better start twitching again.
Yeah, that's a thing. It's kind of awkward sometimes.
Mm-hmm. All right. It knows that I'm back. Just come. Yep, we're good. Now let's put the Caitlin pillow behind me.
The Caitlin pillow, so you have some so you have some kind of support.
Exactly. All right.
Caitlin isn't the best
Also,
at emotional support, but she can at least give you physical support.
no, definitely not. Caitlin needs more emotional support.
Caitlin
I
needs
forgot.
therapy.
I also used to stack. She's got meditation.
Meditation is not a replacement for actual psychiatric professional.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine that the drawback with meditation would be that you're stuck like inside with like, or your mind. You know, in the absence of distractions or anyone else to talk things through, I can imagine that can be a little bit taxing on people.
We're gonna start a
Okay.
GoFundMe to send Caitlin to therapy. We're not only going to need to pay for her medical expenses to send her to therapy, but we're also going to need a dolly and a piece of rope.
Ah, that's right, because Ruan doesn't have health insurance or free healthcare. I mean. Okay. Right.
The dolly and the
I've
piece
got
of
into
rope is
position,
to
and I
actually get.
think.
Alright. I was also going to say the dolly and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
piece of rope
I
is
kind
to
of.
actually get Caitlin into the therapy office.
Yeah, I know. I know that. I wasn't going to explain the joke. How's my CPU doing right now? Okay, decent, decent. Let's ruin it, shall we? Let's go on to share screen again because we're making a song. We gotta choose a music track for it. So let's try and go into let's one by one with tabs rather than like share the entire screen because that seems to have just messed everything up. So basically what I tend to do because I am not a composer and
Is to choose
I've
like
just
non-copyright tracks.
yes, exactly. And before
You
we
know, this is kind of what I was expecting anyway, since I can't compose music either. I actually don't have much of an ear for music. It was probably all
okay,
those
good because
years of
I
it was probably all those years of really hard dubstep tracks.
okay, here's the thing. I panicked when you said you wanted to join me today because I was like, because when you said like, oh, I want to see people write music, but when people they say write music, they normally mean like the composition part, like aka the one part that I can't do. So I was like, oh no,
I was
11
gonna
years
say,
of writing songs has only
Irene,
taught me lyrics.
Irene, no. When I when I hear people say write a song, I don't mean compositioning. I mean the actual lyrics themselves. I'm
Okay,
actually
good because
surprised
uh,
and amazed when people do compositioning because I couldn't.
yeah,
Though I am really good at making dubstep tracks. Really hard dubstep
I was gonna
tracks.
say it's a you know what? It's eventually going to be my fate to end up downloading music program, considering that I was basically strong armed into learning Fire Alpaca. After after VUP, I might just go through and just just teach myself a bunch of skills. You know what? That's what I'm gonna like dedicate myself to this next year. Is just teaching myself all the skills that I should have learned over the past 10 years of YouTube. Nearly
Also,
10
by the
years.
way,
10 years in
if
July.
you needed any help with Fire Alpaca, I'm probably the person you ask about that. Fire Alpaca is my main art program for making backgrounds and drawing characters.
Okie dokie. I will bear that in mind because for now the most I've used it for is for that one gacha scene and also for and also for thumbnails. But I know that eventually I'll get around to some other stuff with that.
In which case, I am going to teach you. I am going to take you under my wing like a suspiciously small bird standing next to a larger bird trying to protect the larger bird from the rain, but it's a useless endeavor.
I mean, okay. I imagine that more because like I'm definitely taller than you, so like I can imagine that as being like the smaller bird trying to protect the larger bird, making itself like spread out its wings as far as possible, but the larger bird is still clearly visible behind. I don't know. Either way,
In
basically
which case,
what I did before we started
is
No,
you
go
sent
on.
me this and I thought, yeah, the beat for this is pretty solid. We can start here. This is a good starting point.
Okay, all right. I had a few other options because I had like investigated too many of these,
Ooh,
but yeah,
you have
that's fine. Because
other options, you say?
well, I mean because this was right around the time when when BB was finally like ready to review the book that we just reviewed, which is why the stream got delayed. But basically, just to clarify, what I did before we started was listen to both of the tracks that you gave me as examples. The one that I liked the most, I looked up the BPM for it because there's a website called Find BPM where you can do that. It said 120, so I basically went. I think my search was Shonen Intro copyright free 120 BPM. They don't always quite match up.
Shonen intro.
That
I
was your
thought,
to me. You said you wanted to be like a shonen thing, so,
like, to be
so
honest,
that's what I
yeah,
did.
because Monster Compendium is 100% shonen inspired. Okay, to explain Monster Compendium in layman's terms, a boy finds a D&D monster manual in his attic,
Mhm.
and the rest of the series is just a standard shonen plot from there, but with extra steps. It's basically the choose the artifact variant of the Chosen One plot, but it doesn't come with a magical destiny attached. So he just gets to, vibe as the episodes go along.
Yeah, it's it's Mystic Hills with a bit more humor to it and less exposition.
I'd like
Uh,
I don't know why it
okay,
looks
so
like
we went to Ghostie beforehand, like this basically. Wait, I can never stop dance to it. Hold on, I got this. Wait, that was a short one. Hold on, let me do another one. That was the wrong button. Hold on, there are dance things here, I swear. Wait a minute. Oh, darn it. I was using these before. Here, this one. There we go. Look. I have to come up with that frame, but look, there we go.
I'm just waiting for your model to hit the dab.
If I just okay, put like during the song, just like a couple of like rendered models of like the but they're just dancing like in the bottom corner of the screen. Also, sorry about the picture. Sorry about the picture in picture thing. I forgot Opera does that thing.
Oh, you use Opera GX?
Well, that's part. I do, yeah.
Oh, I've been looking into Opera
I forgot the part
GX
of it, like
actually.
autumn. Yeah, I'm definitely very happy with it. Other than the only issue with like shared screen is the fact that if I come back to the stream on here or like switch it over, it will go into like the picture-in-picture mode, and I just forget about it. But it shouldn't be too much of an issue, really. So
Anyway, I
that
have
was
to
the one that we
ask.
kind of like said.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah,
pretty good beat. I gotta ask, which one of these sampled tracks did you enjoy?
it was the Lion-Hearted one, I think it was called.
Nice. A man of culture.
Okay, apparently. Yeah, because the other one, especially for like the shonen like idea, it definitely felt like way more on the dubstep side of things. And
I
also,
give him
actually, with Lionhearted as well, I think as it has like a little bit of like a mystique to it as well, especially towards the beginning, because with this, I guess because it's not like really a hidden world, it's just because like the monsters are very like a common knowledge. Um,
like it is what I would like to call a non-hidden world.
I
There is
guess, yeah.
there is one or two hidden world elements, but other than that, the hidden world is out in the open.
Hmm.
A human could walk outside and, see an angel, and it's just, their neighbor, Jimbo.
Jimbo the Angel.
Jimbo. Every time I say Jimbo, I just can't help but to think of Jim the gym teacher
Yeah,
from.
of course. Yeah, Jim Morales, obviously. Yeah, of course. I had an image of just an angel like dancing to Paco King of Disco. I guess we want to know what the rest of that movie was like. Like, what is the plot of Paco King of Disco? That's what I really want to know.
Like, I actually had a theory about this when I was younger. Like, it's kind of like the old Elvis Presley movie, where it's more like, Paco's rise to stardom in the disco world.
Yeah,
You know how exactly he became king and the whole like story behind that. It's just,
fair enough.
Jimbo got old and had to leave his career behind to pursue another career with children.
Hmm. Yeah, he always said it was like so different when he was younger. It looks exactly the same to me. But anyway,
Yeah, he does look exactly the same. Like, the thing is, in the Unpaco King of Disco, I think the cover he has less facial hair.
okay.
That is the only difference.
Hmm. Okay, so here are the options for Shonen intro copyright free. I'm not going to dance this time because they're just going to picture in picture. Yeah, with these ones, what you got to be careful of is that sometimes there are things that instead of like having like no copyright or stuff like that, they'll have like royalty free, which you know protection over it. It's just doesn't pay royalties to
Yeah,
use the thing itself, which as yeah, I definitely don't want to put you in a situation where something's going to end up being claimed. So that's why,
boy, you best not.
like, I could, yeah, I was gonna say I
I'm
could go
just
into like
kidding.
no copyright sounds or stuff like that, but that's I don't know if they'd have like a shonen section in there. Honestly. Let's see what's
Like,
top 5 free anime mix intros free to use no copyright download links number 69 means.
number 69.
Yeah,
69.
there's 69 top fives. Like at that point, it's just not top 5 anymore. But okay,
It's top
whatever.
69.
Let's hear.
Anyway, hello, Crossheart. We're doing a later stream because music.
Not even it's it's top at that point. Oh, I can't. The stream has decided to stop loading. I will just. In fact, hello, Crossheart. Welcome back. So I don't know why it's saved that way. Every
Closing every like not essential program on my computer to try to get a better internet connection. I'm grasping at straws, Jacob. Very fragile, thin straws. I just realized I have like 14 cans of Coke on my desk. I guess you could say I'm a little bit of a Coke addict.
Oh.
I'm surprised you didn't find that funny. Wow, your connection is really not liking. Your connection is being throttled right now.
Bond probably because maybe it just actually.
I know. I said
the other one, the main Japan one.
like either that or your connection is being strangled with a piece of thin rope.
Oh, now
Maybe
it
you
says it's
should
trying to
stop
restore the
with
connection.
Maybe you should stop VTubing until we pick out a track. Maybe that's the problem. Because your connection is being throttled.
I never like sharing screens on Restream in the first place anyway, because that's why I tend to download the videos, other than the fact that there's like a risk of echo occasionally.
They can't, it takes a lot of land to do all that healthy crap.
Oh, I actually had this exact same thing open in a different tab. Yeah. Okay, let's try this again, but without the extra baggage. I don't know.
Legend. Oh.
Yeah, there we go. Now right, let's see. Wait, no. Isn't it? Yeah, no, this is a different one that I was I thought wasn't shown enough. That I was considering showing, but not really. I'm just going in my head. That one seems alright, but it's just I think it's missing like the same kind of punch as the other one did.
Yeah, it's alright, but it's not what we're looking for. It lacks the punch. It lacks
to the ether with that one then.
to the ether with you.
That'll never not be funny.
Yeah, I'd like.
Oh, also, hello, Fox. I'm going to
Like-
put your comment on the screen before I put the rest of it on,
Hiya!
just so I can acknowledge that there are people that are here.
Now that we're streaming
Okay,
later, there seems to be
and
more people here. Hello, people. Also, I
yeah,
just
there is that. I have considered
also,
starting streaming like later, even still than before, but at some
you know,
point I
you
gotta
are
be like, I
you are
can't.
yeah,
Yeah,
you are a person with life.
and a different time zone. That's really the issue.
Yeah, you live in a non-American time zone with the majority American child viewers.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. One last try, and this is the actual top 5 anime mix intros, free to use, no copyright. Number 69.
69.
Video begins in this time. Let's see. Okay, now it works. Nope, that has to it. You've immediately lost me with lyrics.
We cannot create our own
Is
lyrics
that
if there are lyrics here.
Okay, hold on. Let me just. Let's
Yeah, I
skip
think
forward.
it's just anime OSTs.
I mean, this all the way might be just waiting for it. Oh, hold on. Was that just like? Oh, hold on a minute. No, I've got this. I know what happened. So this part here was the intro to the video, not part of the list of intros. So we've actually skipped one. I think that's what happened. Yeah. So here we go. All right. All music of the video's purpose of identification at times of fair use, fair music belongs to their respective owners, which I guess who have all agreed to this, presumably. Okay, not to agree with this as the rankings are all subjective. This appears to be contempted. Okay, fine. All right. Let's see what the actual list is like. Begin.
I feel like we're going to be blasted in the face with hardcore dubstep immediately.
Okay. Okay, check the realist. We will if we select one of these. Oh, this is what we just saw. Okay, right. Yep, alright.
Wait, that was it. Okay, hold up. If that was in the top 5, then I do not feel confident with the rest of their ranking. But let's continue anyway.
I was gonna say, should I put a seizure warning over this because that was a lot. I don't know.
I feel like we should.
Okay, stop.
Let's
No.
back
Right.
let's
This
back
was a
out of this
horrible
video.
idea.
Let's back out of this video immediately. What?
So, how's that Made in Japan video looking now?
Made in
I
Japan
think
is
we should
probably,
just use that one.
to be honest, that kind
Okay,
of seems
you know what?
like the best option.
Okay, right, alright, I'll download it so I don't have to share the screen anymore. My goodness.
Like, if those are your top
I went from like
5
being hopeful to like, oh, I guess I there's just more options, but yeah.
apparently that's what's shown in the anime intros are just dubstep. Really hard dubstep.
You said that was this. Yeah.
I like hard
Mhm.
dubstep. Like, I like hard dubstep. But it has to be tastefully hard. Needs to have a rhythm and not just a bunch of drops within the vicinity of each other, because that doesn't sound good. Sounds like you're trying too hard.
Yes, tastefully hard, not trying hard.
Like,
Makes sense.
there is
me.
a dubstep
Also, I
remix.
love how my I'm live on my own channel. Yeah, it's like I know.
Yes. It also does that to me too.
Yeah, it's like now live on your channel. It's like, well, yes, obviously. That's the point.
That is the entire point.
Either that or
Thank
it's just like
you.
an anti-hacking system. Okay, so my usual downloader is not being helpful, so I gotta try and find a different one. I'll just get the 360p version. We don't really care about like the graphics themselves. It's just as long as the song is okay.
Yeah, as long as the song is alright, that's good.
I just need to be an MP4 file so restream and share it.
It's just, oh my gosh, that's your taste in anime openings. I want to find out what you're watching, mostly so I could wish it gone to the ether with it.
Avoid it. Well, that even like actual interest from anything is just it feels like those people who make those edits of like the super quick transitions that you just like put images into a generator, it just does it automatically. But the thing is that it transitions them so fast that you can't even see what it is that you're supposed to be looking at.
Yeah, it feels like
I think
that.
people come back to me and be like, "Hey, yeah, it's like, hey, check out this edit that I just found." It's like, great, but I can't see anything. What am I looking at right now, and why am I looking at it?
Can I please stop looking at it?
I might have just called someone out in the chat by accident, but oh well. To be said.
So yeah, Made in Japan is the one we're gonna have to go with whether we like it or not, because I'm not going through that again. I'm not looking just to find that. Oh gosh.
Is how it is a lot. Where just you hear like second or and a half of something, or just like, no, immediately no, you've lost me, like right away. It's the same with some voice acting. Usually, if it's like a voice of an existing character, but sometimes it's just like like clearly this is not gonna work out for what we've got. So a few times in all like no.
I like as for like Aiden's thing, haunted house. I was the only one who auditioned, so he was like, "Get in here immediately. You have no choice in the matter."
I thought you were gonna be like, you'll do or something. No,
You get like,
no, I think
"Hey, you got the part. Get in here."
Ed and I have definitely had like both of our fair share casting. Although in the case of back then, I'm not sure if he had a deadline in mind, or if he just was too awkward to select different people. I don't know.
Probably,
How long were you
yeah.
waiting to find out for your
Within 24 hours?
results?
Within 24 hours of posting.
Yes, it's right. Mm-hmm. this is taking a glamorous processing today.
Well, all of the glamour is not here. That just gives me more excuse to talk, I guess.
True.
That's weird. I can't find
Oh, here's
the
a
demos
fact.
I sent you. What? You
Oh, I just
broke up a bit.
found another download site, but it's in French. I said I found another download site, but it's in French.
Yeah, I know.
Which is fine. This is why, you know, studying that pays off. I should bookmark this just in case as well. Just in case the one I normally have ever malfunctions again. There we go. I trusted them. I trusted the French, and let me down. I'm afraid to, but I don't care.
No, it's okay.
Here we go.
Sometimes the French are useful. That. I'm sorry. I felt I needed to apologize for that immediately.
Yeah, just to play on the whole, you know, Britain versus France thing that honestly isn't even a thing anymore. People just act like it still is. All right.
It is
Here
what
we
we
go.
call
So,
a cultural meme.
indeed. I probably didn't need to make this full screen, but either way, yeah, so here we go. Okay, I'm turning it down. I forgot Restream does that with downloaded videos. Yep. I think enough to hear. I can show credit now.
Yeah.
This is where the lyrics come in for the first time.
Why are you leaning to the side like that?
Armrest, yeah.
Ooh, armrest.
Okay, so there we go. That's probably that would make it for like one verse, one pre-chorus, one chorus, and that's it.
To be honest, I.
Yeah, for like the intro version, that'd be fine. Then I can probably make an extended version and just, you know, upload that separately.
Yeah, to be honest, that might be fun.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like what I did for Minecraft Adventures. You've seen my playthrough, right? So you know, like my intro that I do for that.
Yeah, I know the intro you do for that. It's actually pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, same idea basically. Thanks. Yeah, but that's the same idea as you know, one verse, one pre-chorus, one chorus. So
Like,
I guess that's on brand.
I just thought of something. Like, imagine a shonen anime intro like the Monster Compendium pilot is going to be, except it's only the visual of a book falling from, the sky and landing on a table. That is both an interesting and really boring visual.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say that could be fine in there. Just don't have that for the whole minute and a half of like the intro, or however long this is. Actually, I forgot how long the video was.
I know, it's just
Okay,
it sounds like
yeah.
both a really interesting and a really boring visual element to put in an intro.
hmm
It like the inciting incident is Ulrich finding the monster compendium, which is both the most interesting thing about it, because it's what the series is entitled after,
hmm
but it's also really boring. I should have chosen like a sword or something.
I don't know. I mean, for the intro, of course. I mean, this is where all shonens like really do their top notch stuff, which is probably why I'm kind of terrified this is happening so soon in the process, considering how stressed you are already. But yeah,
No, I'm not stressed. I
it's
just have a tendency of I'm
okay.
going to
Fine,
tell you
fine.
this. I just have a tendency to hyperfixate when I'm doing a project.
hmm
Unhealthily much so, so that I'm not stressed. I just, tend to zone in so much that I forget to
Okay.
eat.
That used to be how I was with theater. In fact, my mum several times would try to remind me that I can just say to any given director, was like, can I just like take 5 minutes to like I don't know, eat something, and then I'll say, okay, yes, I'll do that, and then I just completely forget. It's like, oh yeah, humans need to eat to survive. So by the time that I come out of like the euphoria of acting and everything, I just end up being like, what's this feeling in my stomach? Oh god, I haven't eaten in like hours.
Yeah, I know. It's like someone said to me once that uh when you hyperfixate on something to that point, it shows that you have like an unhealthy passion. You have a passion for it, but an unhealthy passion.
There is that, yes.
And it's like, oh boy, I have an unhealthy passion. Let's do it some more. So I'm
It's
not
like, oh
stressed.
wow, I recognize there
No,
was a you say
I
that the first
recognize,
step to recover.
I recognize there is a problem, but I'm not gonna take steps to fix it because I actually
See,
enjoy the issue.
the first step to recovery is admitting you have a problem. Unfortunately, that's only the first step. You have to do the other ones as well. that's that's the problem.
You see, I don't want to do the other steps because I think this, hyperfixation thing is pretty great. It lets me get things done pretty efficiently.
There is that. It seems that my screen is grey. I tried to send in a word pad. Does that? Nope,
Yeah,
not
I can
working.
see like, to be honest, I can see the WordPad.
Oh, all right then. Well, if you can see it, then most likely chat can see it, so that's fine.
Uh, hold on, let me check this stream from the point of view of a viewer. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. We good.
Okay. All right. We have two options now because this is the part where it comes to coming up with a rhythm and stuff. Well, normally what I would do at this, I'd actually I see listen to the whole thing again and I just like calculate on my fingers the different bits and I like add stuff to say like here like 4, 8 and stuff like that, and that just means to me the intro part is 4, the next part is 8, and that's the amount of lines that I have to fill in. But to be honest, I don't need to do that because this one is so short that it's just automatic. So I kind of already got that down.
That's
So the
because it's like
decision,
not very complex. It's just I like it. It's short and sweet.
yeah, the decision now that comes into how short and sweet we're going to be with this part um because clearly the guitar is implying some sort of melody to it. Like the first part, remember the first part now, but like the guitar's like going da 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 da. and like the whole way, like we could like have the melody of the lyrics themselves go along with the guitar, or try and do something different alongside it. Those are the two options.
You know what? I'm gonna say, like, for the sake of this, let's like go against that grain a little bit. You know,
Okay, all right. Have a couple of
since
ideas
you
for that.
know, I've already established to you that for the first half of Monster Compendium, Ulrich is going to be, rejecting the hero's journey, the refusal of the call.
All right.
I'm not a wizard. I'm Ulrich.
Okay. All right. There was one. Well, just Ulrich, you're a wizard. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not a werewolf. I'm just Ulrich.
Well, just Ulrich, look at your ears. All right. There was one but I was thinking before like the book review with BB that when I was listening to this part, for some reason the word like encyclopedic came into my mind, as in for this part, like it's encyclopedic, something to do with that. And then when it's encyclopedic got to be this way, so maybe that, so as part of the chorus. So it'll be something. I was going
Actually, I
when the
just
guitar gets
looked
to the
up.
part where it goes. Yeah.
I just looked up encyclopedia. What? That isn't the word I was looking for, Google. I tried to look up the definition of encyclopedic, but I was let down. So
Okay.
disregard me.
Okay. So I was gonna say that as like the second line of the chorus, I think so. After while the guitar is going, we instead it was like encyclopedic got to be this way or something like that. Not those exact notes, but that
Like,
rhythm basically.
to be honest, I kind of like that idea.
All right. Okay, well, I'll lock that in. People probably were surprised I don't actually write songs in order a lot of the time.
Actually, writing songs out of order can be like a great way to think of them. After all, Picasso often made
Yeah.
like little drawings before he actually painted the piece to get an idea of what exactly he wanted.
Having seen my fair share of Picasso drawings over the years and paintings, yep, that matches.
All great artists take things
Yeah,
in
yeah, you can't
steps,
live in Spain
sometimes
and
steps
know a
out
little
of
bit about
order.
Picasso. It's a crime. Yeah, actually, this is a trick that I've been doing for years. That with people not knowing, it really impresses them. Whenever I'm like coming up with rhymes, and what people normally do is they have a rhyme where they want to rhyme with something at the end of the line, but they don't know exactly how to carry it on. So what happens is you get really poor like first one, and then where they came up with at the end for the second one for the couplet. And what I do is I just switch those around, which again makes it seem like it's like way cleverer than it actually is.
Like, to be honest, I find it actually pretty interesting.
Yeah. I mean, okay. So let's see. What can we do for like the first part?
That's a question I'm asking myself too. Here, let me quickly open the pilot script and take a look at it. Take a long, hard gaze.
Da 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 da. It's encyclopedic. Got to be this way. It's encyclopedic. Got to be this way. Yeah. What did? Oh, gosh, what did I just do before that?
Hmm.
Da 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 da. It's encyclopedia. Da 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 da. It's inside. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Think so. Hold on. We've got one thing from Josh, which is loading. One positive for me is yes, I finally getting better at being nice to you guys. You've been better for the longest time. I know
Yeah,
we haven't
you've
said
been
anything,
ready for a
but
long
yeah, like
time. I
compared to before,
respect you keeping. I respect your distance.
Yeah.
It sounds mean, but I genuinely mean it. I'm not a very.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a very
Honestly, no, after
not a very social person.
yeah, and from my perspective, having that from my perspective, since it's been so long now, like it actually doesn't feel like as that like as evasive anyway, even if like there were a situation where something happens.
Yeah, like I don't
From
mean
my
anything against it.
perspective, actually, perspective's a good line. Yeah.
Like I'm just here saying, putting down the lay of the law right here, right now. I'm a naturally evasive person in general.
Okay, actually, here we go. Here's one thing. Perspective. I can do that here.
Like we could let one of the lines could be matter of perspective.
Yeah, it's a matter of perspective, and then because that's the because that's the powerful phrase. Let's see something else before that.
It's a matter of perspective. Also, by the way, this is an adult thing, but I recently managed to do my taxes by myself.
Yeah,
It does.
with my ones, we
It
have to get
doesn't
someone
seem
else
too many.
because they're international.
There's so many. Yeah, there's so many moving parts.
Hmm.
Taxes hard, bed soft.
Hmm.
Perspective connected.
Why do I want to put that in? Why don't I put that in there somewhere? Just like, just like works hard, bed soft as like a line somewhere. Because I guess it's because of the main character's Ulrich. Maybe that's that can be before the chorus.
And like the
So
first
that part.
scene is Ulrich, refusing to get out of bed, and his dad has to bribe him with pancakes. Like the first scene is basically a hostage negotiation between Ulrich and his dad.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Also, I gotta say, Aiden really enjoyed the fallen Easter in the back.
Oh, good.
He thought it was really cool. I'm gonna have to, go
It
in.
be easy days or hectic. It's a matter of perspective. It's encyclopedic. Got to be this way.
Work hard, but so
Did you just see that part in there? I wrote that in a while ago.
I thought you were
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna like fit in just yet, but actually, you know what? Let's listen to the song again. See if that becomes clearer. I don't know. Or not. Yep. I don't know. That.
Actually, I have an idea.
Okay.
Moving
Yeah.
towards the sunny sunlit days.
Where do you want that to go? Is that
I don't know, just
for
write it down because it sounded in tune right there.
actually? I
Right
mean,
here.
we need a we need a rhyme with ways. So I guess yeah. Was it like? Did you say sunlit days? Oh,
Yeah, sunlit days.
sunlit. Actually, if we wanted to rhyme with way, maybe moving towards another sunlit day.
Yeah, also Aiden wants to pop in here. Yeah. Probably like, hey Aiden,
All
are you
right.
useful when it comes to tunes and music? You got the vibe? The facial expression I'm making is really weird. Like, one thing I noticed when I tried to use
Stop
VUp
telling me
is that
copyright. Okay.
one thing I noticed when I was trying to be a VTuber is that my face tends to not move very much. I actually can't open my eyes very much unless I'm trying to force them open. So I just have a mutually bored expression unless I'm trying to push a face.
Yeah, and I know that there are like expressions I can play with yet. I just haven't seen what I saw that I can. I barely mastered dancing. The art of human expression still eludes me for the time being.
No, the art of human expression eludes me in real life.
So there we go. What's the difference? That being said, this is still like leagues better. You know, eye twitching aside, this is still leagues better than web motion capture because, like, again, I can at least move and not feel like I'm like in treacle. And yes, it's a drain on the old CPU, but again, not much, not that much. Okay, right, back to this. I'm gonna get to the chorus and see if it like lines up what I've got. After this, maybe. Nope, still not yet. And it could be easy ways or hectic. Nope. It's a matter of perspective. It's encyclopedia. Have to be this way. Okay, this is not working because it's still doing the thing. It's still, like it's glitching, so I can't like match up properly. Try again. It's a matter of perspective. It's encyclopedic. Have to be this way. I might have to change like some of the notes for that. It's encyclopedic, got to be this way. Yeah, rather than what I did before. All Aiden's here.
Yes.
Hey, Aiden, do you happen to have
I'm trying to add him in. There we go. Took a while.
Alright.
Oh, yes.
Do I have any what?
ear for music?
I think so.
That is what we're here for, so I hope you do.
Okay. So, how many lyrics have we
I was going to say, I'm
wrote?
sure you saw the title before you asked to join.
Yes. How many lyrics
You're looking
have
at them.
Oh.
This is what we so far.
And I got
Like-
a question. What is the vibe of the song we're going for? We're going for like a triumphant or like I don't know, like what's kind of vibe we want to do?
Like,
Shonen.
should we play the
Shonen intro.
Like, should we play the sample song for Aiden so he can get, you know, a feel, a vibe?
I heard a bit of the instrumental. if
Okay.
That's what you're referring to.
Yes, that's yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know why, but I put my
Yeah, we can play it again.
I put my XP pen tablet glove on, and I'm impulsively holding my pen like I'm going to draw something, but my tablet isn't unplugged.
Do you want to draw something?
Okay.
I don't know. It's just whenever I feel in a creative mood, I put this glove on and pick a pen up. I don't know. It's just a learned behavior.
Oh.
It's probably because when I'm thinking, I chew on the end of my pen, which is probably why I go through so many pens.
Yes.
But no, this glove just calms me and helps me think for some reason. It is my creative glove.
I got a question. What weapon does Ulrich use?
Actually, there's a simple solution for that. He's supposed to get an ancestral sword. But since his dad needs the ancestral sword to do, you know, his job in the Fae Forest, Ulrich needs to find another weapon. In which his aunt is going to be
He
introduced
just
in
takes a
the...
kitchen. It's just like a knife from the kitchen.
No, actually, it's not. We actually meet two characters that have
right.
appeared in a past version of the Monster Compendium pilot script. Their names are Amber and Lanes, and they own Amber and Lane's Alchemic Altair, or
Ah,
Magic Workshop. She's like, here, kid, this is where you can, like, buy stuff to help with the, whole monster hunting job thing. And he chooses, a magic cube. The weapons are supposed to form to fit the personality of the person who is wielding them.
wait, but how does he use the cube as a weapon? Like, does the cube change shape into multiple objects to fight?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
basically it.
Honestly, I
But
think
the
that's a better weapon than the Ancestral Sword, because at least that way you could be more defensive and offensive with it. If you think about it, you could like form it into a shield, then transform into a sword, into a strike, then do a shield if they try to do another attack on you. It's like you could like kind of like bounce around. Or
Yeah.
you could be super resourceful with it. Like you can make it into like a whip if you need like use like something for momentum.
Yeah, but the ancestral sword has a bunch of, powers amended to it. The
Oh,
monster compendium is also supposed to come in with a ring that helps with magic, but spoiler alert, it was stolen by the first season's main villain.
dang.
So Ulrich cannot magic.
How
I've
is
actually
wait, what is your magic system actually? Is it a hard magic system or a soft magic system?
It is something I'd like to call a semi-soft magic system. There are a few rules, but they are pretty fluid.
Yeah.
It's energy based. The more energy one has in their body, the more energy they can use. Using too much magic at one time can drain you of your energy and even be physically harmful.
Hmm.
And how you get magic is either A, through study, or B, you can be born with the innate ability called a spark.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the spark makes it easier to learn magic, and sometimes your spark is very strong, and that shows that you're pretty adept.
Does Ulrich have a spark or nah?
No, Ulrich does not have a spark. His older brother had one, though.
Oh.
Okay, thank you. I've got my next line.
You know what? We should just talk about lore. Maybe that will come with all the lines, honestly.
Yes.
I thought that was the reason you were like doing like asking questions.
I mean, I'm just generally curious about the world because listen, I have a thing for like world building and lore. Like you see in Fallen Angels, like I love world building and lore.
Like,
I ain't about that simple lore.
even though Ulrich doesn't have a spark, he can still, book study and learn magic, but usually book study takes, a years upon years, generation. You can't just bippity boppity boo magic into yourself. Takes years of study and effort.
Yes.
Or you can circumvent the study and effort by using a very powerful artifact. It's called the Ring of Merlin.
Ah, okay.
Initially, it and the Monster Compendium were, a set pair.
Wait, is Merlin canon to this universe actually?
No, Merlin is mythological.
Oh,
It's
it's
just
just
the
a
person
name.
the person who made the ring named it after this fictional wizard. And they were like, oh, cool, this is a cool name for a ring. This ring is called Merlin now. Everybody cheer for the Merlin ring. Yay!
Yay!
And the confused go, hip hip hooray. Who is this guy?
I do wonder how the ring works. Like, I do wonder, like, if you like wear it, like, can you do you have to think about magic? Do you still have to study? How's it?
When you're wearing the ring, yeah, you still have to study, but it essentially facilitates it facilitates a spark. It's a ring with a spark stone inside it. You still have to book study to learn all of the spells since you don't have, the innate knowledge that usually comes with a spark.
Mm-hmm.
But it's easier to cast, easier to wield.
So people could. So the spark is like an actual like a data patch in your brain already.
I do wonder
Yeah.
if you could remove
That's
the
some-
spark
that's
from
some-
people,
that
because
could
that could
be
actually lead to
dangerous in the
some
wrong
darker
hands.
and
Imagine the-
interesting ideas.
Can you remove the spark from people? Yes.
Because, like, I don't know how
Concussion.
you intend to have them, like, remove the spark.
If the rule is that it's in your brain, you can get a concussion. Forget about it.
yeah,
Yeah,
but, like, maybe surgery? I don't know.
Can the spark be removed? Yes. The spark is in the brain.
Oh. Wait, what if there's, like, an organization who, like, kidnaps people and, like, takes the spark out of them and then sells it on the black market?
God, okay, this is just like
A
versions of
cafe.
Campe coming out right now.
Like-
Cafe and Monster
like-
Compendium.
There's a thing, Aiden. You can remove the
which-
spark, but since the spark is sort of metaphysical, it will just
Oh,
peter
yeah.
out of reality eventually.
Oof.
Which, by the way, now that I have a chance to say like say this to you, Aiden, like what on earth was with making the same organization Campe and also the one that used to sell organs on the black market? Those feel like two very separate things that were just connected because you
You don't.
you like to intertwine everything.
Listen, it's for lore. Because, like, listen, that was like an underdeveloped version of season 1. Like, that was just mentioned in episode 3, and then left, and then
Yeah, 'cause that's
never
all it needed to
elaborated
be.
on. I know, but again, we've been over this. Aiden likes in-depth lore and elaboration. I like to elaborate on things and details and ideas. I don't like leaving things at a basic level. I mean, it's fine when it starts out, but like eventually, I like to at least have some level.
Like,
Oh my God.
Aiden, like, speaking of sparks and stuff, there is a very adept spark user among the main cast. Well, supporting main cast.
Yes.
Ulrich Marianne. Her spark, she basically had a spark that was very promising. And by very promising, I mean she could float at age 10. Although she just, continuously hit the ceiling a few times.
But I got a question. With that spark,
Yeah, gotta be
do
careful with
you
those
do you just
concussions.
randomly manifest magic, or do you have to nurture that? Like, for example, like if you have a spark, could you accidentally ignite, like, say a fireball spell, and like just
Yes.
ignite it one day and just throw fireball by accident?
Yes. That's usually how people...
That's the question.
Could you blow something up as a baby? No. A spark
I
usually
can't hear you right now.
manifests...
Oh, my headphones came undone.
Okay. I'll wait for Aiden.
I'm just imagining, like doctors have to
I can't hear you right
usually
now. Sorry.
spank the baby to when
okay, give me a
it's
second.
when
I
it
just,
gets lungs working.
I had a heart attack.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So you know that I just imagine that it's like if
Are your headphones
the
working now,
baby
Aiden?
hit again, it's just like doctor's hand disappear. That's the solution.
Actually, like, Aiden, are you back? Are you waking? I'm getting
yeah.
he's not.
I can hear you now. Okay. Sorry.
spark-
My switch fell, and I was checking if it was broken. It
Rude.
wasn't broken though.
Mood.
Good.
A spark usually manifests between ages 6 and 14. And usually the reason you'll find out you have a spark is that you'll randomly cast a
because
spell.
again, maybe data patch is a really dangerous thing.
Yeah, it is really
It's like,
dangerous.
oh look, baby's first words. Azaroth Metreon Synthos.
Can you cultivate a spark? Yeah, you can. If you're born into a prominent magic family, yes, those exist here. Harry Potter Part 2 Electric Boogaloo? No.
And
If
they
you're
all
born-
and they have
I
Hogwarts
was
houses
gonna
in the
say,
sewers
this
as
is-
well. Like there is like
I was gonna
There
say
is no-
this does
no
sound a bit
Hogwarts
like, you know,
houses.
there is the Badgers, there's the Hawks, and there
the
is
Badgers.
The badges.
and the Ravens.
The Badgers.
Real
It's not
question is,
Ravens. The mascot is an eagle. The Ravenclaw mascot is an eagle, not
I
a
know,
raven.
but I'm making up fake net mascots that somewhat relate to Harry Potter.
It's basically bootleg. Stop. No, people
Mhm.
manifest this.
No, honestly, like I once in a charity shop, I once found a book called Barry Trotter and the Shameless Parody. I'm not even kidding.
Barry Trotter.
I bought the book as well. I lost it a while ago. I never finished it.
That would have been a great gag gift.
Anyways, go on, Ghosty.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah.
Like, can you cultivate a spark? Yes. If you believe someone is born with a spark, you can train them early. Can you manifest a spark randomly? Sometimes it depends on the situation. Most commonly, someone in your family will have magic. You know, somebody within your family line, be it learn, spark, or otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Just one day, you need an organ transplant. Just happen to come from someone with a spark, and then like very slowly, it does adapts to your body. Like that manifests.
Yeah, that can happen.
Oh hey, Jalen, welcome back.
Gee, Jacob, hi.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, like
I know that I appear to be a little bit changed since you last saw me, but
Yep.
Yeah,
yes,
Jacob
this is
had
me.
some plastic surgery there. He
I have transcended past the barriers of human flesh.
Yes, you have. He's been sucked into the Matrix. But anyway, Jacob, there has been instances where that happened in canonical lore.
Oh, organ trap. Okay, all right. Okay, let's get back to the song then, shall we?
Yeah. Let's get back to it. For some reason, me just
technically that's
making
all
exposition.
we need to listen to this again.
Yep.
All right.
I can't get over how much of a bop this is. I'm gonna be cleaning the bathrooms at work, and this is just gonna be playing in my headphones. I usually blast hard dubstep
Okay, I'll
when
tell you what,
cleaning the
Ghosty.
toilet.
That's actually a really good thing. No,
That I
honestly, that's a
impulsive-
really good thing because like the catchier something is, no, the catchier something is like in your mind, like the more it's gonna stick to the audience.
Yeah, like that's mostly why I wanted
That's
a
how like a
custom
lot of
intro for
Siren Story
Monster.
was made. Just like the things that I would be like walking back home and just thinking in my head about.
Yeah, like the first original picks for the Monster Compendium intro, which are copyright, so I can't use them, are, you know, absolute earworms in their own right.
Yeah.
Especially
is this
Lion
song
One.
copyrighted?
Like
No.
Hmm.
We're taking a
No, it's
copyright and
free to
royalty
use,
free.
yeah.
Yeah, we're taking an instrumental and basically amending our own lyrics to it because neither of us know how to composite a song.
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, so that part sounds like it would be kind of like a reflective moment, you know? Maybe he's like reflecting at night, or reflecting how much things have changed or something, or the responsibility put on him or something.
Actually, yeah, that does.
Yeah.
And maybe I couldn't save. No, that doesn't sound.
bed soft thing, but then it's going to be paired with something else.
Oh my god, bed's soft.
Yes.
I can't believe that's seriously within this document, Jake.
This is Mystic Hills with humor. That's the humor.
The humor is that Ulrich is a bed gremlin.
Mhm.
Work hard, bed soft. Like I like how I have made that as
Yeah,
an
so this
offhanded
is like
joke
the part
about
where he's like,
taxes,
he's
and now
like,
it's a serious.
you know, he's like relating. This is the part of the song where he's like reflecting on the weight of his mission. And what better way to sum that up than soft? Okay, but it does need something else. Like what?
Like,
I try to think of like stuff that.
I do have like the first part. Like, I had the idea maybe I couldn't save the day. Or maybe I can't always save the day.
Actually, hold on. I think I can. Actually, okay, maybe I think that could be like a good thing for like the second part of the first verse, and have something in here.
Yeah, maybe.
Just be aware, by the way, that we've got way already, so we have one thing already that said day.
Yeah,
Maybe like
maybe
save
we
them
should
all
like.
or something. I can't always save them all.
Yeah, that probably works.
All right.
Which one of these XP tablet pens has the most amount of bite marks on it? This one. I tend to chew on my pens a lot while I'm drawing and thinking. It just, kind of helps with the brain stimulation.
There's a lot match along with that.
I have a question. Does Ulrich work alone ever, or like is he like, is he like have a team behind him?
I think Ulrich. No, Ulrich. I think Jacob said it himself under, under my comments about the Mystic Hills live stream. Actually, let me pull it up here. When I was, commenting about how chillily the exposition is delivered. Nothing against Mystic Hills, I just think its method for expositing could use some effort. Some more effort.
Mm-hmm. Yes. As we have said before, it left a lot to be desired.
Monster Compendium leads a little more into the variety of monsters. Feels more like a solo appointed journey, but with friends along the way. And yes, Ulrich does sort of have a team. Like, Harry Potter, one of its direct inspirations. Sort of. It does have a 3-man band, composing of course, Ulrich himself, the important boy who gets to hold the magic book. Justin, the human. I promise he's human, you guys.
He's actually like a secret elf man or something.
No, actually, he is a regular human. He's just, possessed by a demon of greed, which gives him slight kleptomaniac tendencies.
Oh no. Those can't be good.
Usually those kleptomaniac tendencies help save the day though.
He just hoards all the magical, powerful objects, and then they're like, "Oh no, we need the like genie bottle of
We
of,
need
of
the monk.
Aladdin."
We need the genie bottle of Aladdin. And Justin's like, I got it.
I
And
took it. I
everyone-
took it like 5 rooms away. 5 rooms ago. You know.
Like, that's a thing since he's possessed by the demon of greed. He doesn't know. He kind of does it habitually and doesn't register that he's actually, stolen something.
Maybe I can't always save them all, but I'm going to try. I don't know. Maybe. But tonight I will. I don't know. But tonight I will fight to survive and to thrive, to strike and to mine, because I play Minecraft. I don't know. Improvised. I found a book inside.
By the way,
loft.
if people are wondering, loft means attic.
Seeing it made me almost cough.
What? No, okay, hold on. No, so I'm trying to rhyme loft with softs. That's like at
I
the
know.
end of.
I know. I'm just coming.
Yeah,
up with rhymes.
I'm going
Like-
AAB CCB. Okay, but you don't need a love line for this one. Okay,
I know.
yeah. So I want to do AAB CCB incidentally for this part.
I found a magic Kwame.
No, actually, would be BC. Yeah, whatever.
I found
okay,
a Kwame.
yeah.
I named him Tommy.
Like, to be
You said
be
found a
honest,
Kwame, wrong franchise.
No, what? No.
wrong franchise.
There's
Also,
a Kwame in here,
uh,
right?
Well,
That-
if you mean Kami, I guess. She's
Oh.
Kami. She's
Kami the
Kwame. She's Kami. She's Kwame inspired, but I'd have to say, yeah, that is the only inspiration I took from Miraculous. Because, I see the Kwamis as cute and, more importantly, marketable.
Wait, I got a question. Is the Kwame is the Kwame more like Glossaric from Star Wars Force of the Evil, where like you're just really attached to the book and like a guide, but that's it?
Like, Kami, it means it has, Kami. Her name is a double entendre.
Mm-hmm.
It means paper in Japanese. Depending on the kanji, of course. Bro got animated, yeah. Essentially, one of the holders of the monster compendium who had a really powerful spork was tired of just holding the book and reading it. So he was like, you know what? Why don't I make a tutorial for this magic book? So he ripped out the glossary page and folded it.
So you made Glossaric.
Yes. So he was like, hello, sentient being I just made. Your sole purpose is to guard and protect this book. You're also, a helpful study guide to anyone who might be holding this book at the time, so that they don't have to, bother with reading the entire 300 pages.
Oh wait, maybe
Of
a line
content.
me like that, but with my paper guide at my side. I don't know. It rhymes. Paper guide at my side.
I didn't hear.
What about the line with my paper guide at my side?
Like,
Okay. Yeah. But I have to add a little bit more to like add for the Slavic structure. I need to listen to the pre-chorus again again, because I just kind of like left that there when in the or not. Yeah. Always okay, to pause there, sure. Why not?
Why are you doing this? That's not a question to you. That's more a question to this thing.
Mhm.
Like, why? Why does it keep pausing like this?
Ah, okay.
So yes, Kami is essentially the glossaric of the monster compendium. Kami also has this thing to where every time new pages are added to the monster compendium for any reason, she has to impulsively say the page number and all of the content of that page.
Oh wait, you could
Hmm.
torture
Very
Tommy
helpful.
like
Very
that.
helpful for when you're
Like, what
trying
if you
to make sure the audience
write
know
the
what's
most
being written.
obscene stuff on a page, throw it on in the compendium, and then it has to say the most obscene stuff.
You just have a fight with Kami, and it just turns up being like, Kami has a stupid face. Kami has a stupid face. Kami has a stupid face, like constantly.
Oh, it just
I love
slide
how
the
like
page.
every bit of well-being that Ghostie adds could be very easily exploited. It really adds to the humor.
Like, to be honest, that's the purpose. Because Monster Compendium's direct inspirations are, of course, Harry Potter and My Street. But there's also some inspirations in between that are smaller but still have an impact on how it is written. One of which being Code
Yeah.
Lyoko, Miraculous Ladybug. Though Miraculous Ladybug to a very small degree, because I do not like the writing in that show. I think it is
Writing is hot
bad.
garbage.
Yeah, the writing is kind of terrible. TBH.
Page 30, Monster Compendium, page 338. Why I love Adrian so much. Reason number 75.
Reason number 75. I like how his hair is golden. It reflects the sunlight so beautifully when I look at it. Meanwhile, Kami is just there like, please end my suffering. Close the book. Close.
No, what Kami has to do is like fly over to Adrian's house and just start reciting everything there just as revenge. It's like whatever you write, he's gonna hear it.
Like, it's just a fan fiction where Marionette, like, steals the monster compendium from this child that she barely knows. He's like, hey, I
She's
need
like,
that.
"Ooh,
But
cool."
she's like, no, it's dangerous to Paris. I need it for research.
Mhm. It's like, oh, it's dangerous to Paris. Oh, perfect. I'm a superhero. I mean, you didn't hear that.
I got
She's
a
going,
question. In the
miraculous
Monster
ladybug.
Compendium, do
It's a
you write like?
neuralizer.
I got a question. Do you write like your personal stuff in the Monster Compendium, or only like stuff you learn about monsters and stuff like that? Like, can you write like personal experiences in it, like a diary?
Like, the original writer of the Monster Compendium did write his own anecdotes into the journal, in between pages of actual monster fighting content. But that was mostly for, posterity reasons. Older wielders of the Monster Compendium did that, but it's kind of fallen out of practice in recent years.
Oh.
And now people just write down factual information. Like I can just imagine it now. Kami just gets confused for Kwame, floats into Adrian's house. Hi, I'm Kami. I have some things to tell you. Oh, hey, are you Plague? A book was stolen from a boy and I kinda need to get it back to him.
Does Kami even have any powers?
No. Other than being the Monster Compendium's folded glossary page, no, she does not have any magical powers. She can float, but that's
Ah.
just about it. She's also, incredibly strong. But only when it comes to the maintenance of the Monster Compendium.
Oof.
So let's say the current holder of the Monster Compendium, let's say Ulrich somehow gets himself imprisoned behind bars somewhere. Kami can then pick up the book and deliver it to him. If Kami knows, the general location of where Ulrich is being kept. Granted, she can fit that big fat book through those little prison bars.
And I got a question. How many episodes would you even want to allot to season 1 if you were to do an episode count?
To be honest, I don't know. I'm going to let the fates decide. Because I know the beginning, I know the middle, and I know the end. I know the first season is going to be pretty formulaic. I'm kind of taking a sample from, Code Lyoko. I am making the first season pretty formulaic, by the books.
No, you see, the whole first season of Code Lyoko was formulaic, except for like 2 to 3 episodes when they actually broke the formula. They didn't break the formula.
There were sections to that.
I mean, not really. Like with season 1 specifically. Now season 2
That's what
onwards,
Ghostie was just explaining.
Oh, I thought we were referring to only
it's going to be pretty formulaic.
That's what
but
Ghostie was explaining, Aiden.
It's pretty formulaic, but there'll be an episode or two to, where I break the function and start revealing the mysteries or the threads of the mysteries.
Yes.
Such as what happened to Ulrich's brother. Why are his parents divorced? The important questions.
Yes. You know what you should do? You should kill off a character eventually. That would be great.
No.
I love character murder.
You see, Aiden, unlike you,
we should get back to the song.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, Aiden, no.
Yes.
I have no plans for character murder.
Character murder. Murder.
Why are you like this?
Because I'm very depressed. Maybe it's like striking fast. I don't know. Just striking fast.
This part will have lyrics to it, by the way. Maybe maybe. Well, okay. I just found out inside the loft. There are times I can't help feeling small. Okay. Lately, what's hard, that's soft. The strength that is required. Promise there more to beat is okay. Paper guide of its side by side. I can take each quest in stride until okay. Every time. These days are hectic. like it. Things like the Gacha be this way. I know about the spark, and that will make the mark. It's all from about the sunlight. Oh, apparently that was it. I over. Oh, wait a minute. I know what I did. I think I know what I did wrong.
What happened?
Old paper guide thing, wasn't it? Because I like added parts pre-chorus. Unless I like sing that like before.
The paper
I messed up here.
Side.
Let's try that again. Actually, I'm gonna take I'm take the screen share off because that seemed to be what threw this off the video. So see now, because that's what really drains everything is the screen share. Surprisingly, it's not the VTuber.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, so let's just load that again. Okay. Maybe I can always save them all. Maybe I just found look inside our law. There are times I can't help feeling small. Lately, works hard at all. To be quiet, all of them all but me desired. The paper colors on myself. Take these Christ in stride. The easy days are hectic. It's a matter of perspective. It feels like a phoenix, not the fetus way. But you may not have the spark. You can get or make or mark, and we'll be moving towards another sunlit day. Yeah, a bit of left over. Okay. Okay. So let me just try singing that like without the but without like without the song because that's clearly throwing everything off. And I'll like work on like making different notes and stuff. And by the way, I'll probably do the demo in like a way higher key than I'm singing right now. I'm just trying to not to be loud because it's so late.
Mood.
Okay. So yeah, so for the beginning it's like maybe I can always save them all. Maybe I just found a book inside the loft. There are times I can't help feeling small. Lately, works hard, bed soft. Do I have the strength that is required? Or is there more to be desired? With my paper guide always by my side, I can take each quest in stride. It could be easy days or hectic, that's a matter of perspective. It's encyclopedic, got to be this way. Though you may not have the spark, you can bet you'll make your mark, and we'll be moving towards another sunlit day. Something like that. You get the idea.
Actually, I kind of like that. It fits really well.
All right. I may like shop that around a little bit because depending on like how it probably works when I'm not streaming and all these other things going on. But I think that matches. I would ask what Aiden thinks, but I think he's MIA right now, so no idea.
Personally, I like what we have so far. Also, I liked how me just sharing exposition made us come up with a line.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. See, Aiden unintentionally served a purpose to the stream. All right. So if that's the case, I think we're done here. So, or at least for now anyway. Again, I might change a couple of things here and there. Depends. Usually with writing songs, I end up like going back and forth until I settle on something. But yeah, I'll definitely go ahead and practice that. So if you're happy for now, I'm happy because I need to go.
I also need to go. It's like I need to go to bed for work soon. But yeah, this was
I need to go
fun.
for reasons.
Like you were saying that this was not what I was expecting, but this is exactly what I was expecting.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm glad. And yeah, to anyone out there in the chat, if you ever want me to write a theme song for your Gacha series or non-Gacha series, really, it's something I've been wanting to get into since 2020. So yeah, just
Also, Josh,
just let me know.
Josh, you're not a burden. I just wanted you to,
Oh, no,
tone
definitely
it down. Because
And you did.
I'm a socially evasive person, and honestly, at the first sign of conflict, I am like a snail. I pull into my shell and just, kind of stay there.
Mhm. Take me to Snurch.
Take me instead.
Yeah, BB and Shorter got me into that thing. Anyway, right, that's enough for now. So thank you everyone for watching. Please either like or dislike because your opinion matters. And subscribe to us already. I don't do these all the time, but occasionally. I may do more often. Depends on what happens. But yes, I guess on that note, subscribe to Ghostie. Not where the Monte Compendium won't be on her channel right now, be on a different one, so I've heard.
Like, yeah, I'm
And,
working on it.
yeah.
I'm working on a different one right now that will, host Monster Compendium and affiliated content. While everything that's not Monster Compendium will go on this channel, probably not much.
All
But
right.
let's see how things work out.
Also subscribe to Aiden. He also helped. So yeah, and on that note, until next time,